Hi Virgo, welcome to your January monthly reading. This is going to be a general reading, so might not resonate for all of you, but take whatever serves you best. And don't forget to check your other placements too. So let's take a look at what the current energy is for Virgo. What's the current energy for Virgo? Queen of Swords. Anything else about the current energy? Virgos, you're feeling, some of you are in a very strong place of mind at the moment. Overcome some challenges. Overcome Ten of Swords there. Queen of Cups too at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're coming out of this and you're ruling over, starting to rule over your fears and your previous hurts and disappointments. Your January love note at the beginning of the month was also a sword card, so you're still, that mental activity, Virgos, never stops, does it? But the January love note card was the Six of Swords, which that mantra for you was to look up and look ahead. So for some of you, it looks like you've been doing pretty well since then, or you've been able to get some of your mojo back and empower yourself and empower your thoughts again, over the more negative or challenging feelings that have, been rising up. The other possibility for those of you, some of you are in this Queen of Swords energy at the moment, and others of you, you actually might actually still be here, and that's totally valid too. Some of you are still feeling bound up by your anxieties and worries, but the Queen of Swords, I think there's a determination to get out of it. Even if you are feeling this way, you are aware of it, and you're starting to look for that queen inside to conquer your unhelpful thoughts. There you go, the stars. What's manifesting is that energy, that renewal, new energy, High Priestess. Beautiful. So some of you are starting to get in touch with your High Priestess, your intuition. Some of you, you might have some water placements, and those are coming through strong. If you have any Scorpio, Pisces, and what's the other one? I always forget. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, yeah. There's some of that could be coming through, and this spread so far is very focused on your own self-development and self-growth. There's not too much about the outside world or external circumstances, so it's feeling pretty, we're gonna get a little deep here. But yeah, look at all the cards here. They're kind of all solo figures. A lot of feminine energy coming into play, a lot of this soft energy, but this is what's manifesting, which is beautiful. Some of you are, you could be in nature or desiring nature, desiring the growing of things. If some of you are plant people or gardeners or work in conservation, but there's this idea of conservation and nurturing going on. um, along with this High Priestess and the Queen of Swords. So now that your mind is feeling sharp again, that's going to continue deepening in terms of getting really clear on what your desires are, what your innermost desires are. And we're not just talking about superficial wants and desires. It's really about figuring out who you are and who you want to become. And just being in this beautiful space of like quiet confidence and quiet certainty, certainty in yourself and who you are, and leaving behind some of these false illusions, right? These are false ideas that you have about yourself, and rising out of the previous chapter of your life that may have ended in some pretty big disappointments, or something pretty major ending when it comes to the phase in life. So let's take a look at what could be blocking you. What could be blocking? What's the block for Virgos? I feel like a lot of you have been spending a good amount of time alone, judging by the cards. But what's the block? Is there a block? Maybe there isn't one. This guy. This guy. Oh, just saw the Lover's card too for Taurus. Sorry, just getting distracted here. Ten of Cups at the bottom. King of Swords and the Lovers. Okay, so some of you might be there might be some control issues going on in a relationship. That's what I'm getting from this. We have the Queen of Swords, and now we have King of Swords. So for those of you who are in a relationship, right? In a relationship, this is powerful. This is a power couple right here with this person, whether you're the king or you're the queen. But the block could be some power struggles going on right now. That's, maybe coming in between the two of you. It could be just like little things, especially if you live together, right? Some of you might be experiencing certain tensions that are rising up, and I think some of that is going to be deeply informed by what we were talking about, these like false perceptions about who you are and your insecurities and your projections. So that could be, for those of you in the relationship, that's kind of what I'm really seeing. But maybe let's take a look at what's going to help you move forward. Actually, let's clarify the King of Swords. Clarify King of Swords for me about the block. A lot of cards here. Okay. So yeah, there could be some disagreements about planning for the future for some of you. If you are in a relationship with this person, there could be, I think you're starting to think about the future, both of you. That's kind of, the relationship is something that is quite serious, that you feel like you can't see a future with this person. For those of you who are not in a relationship, um, the block could be more to do with this card, Eight of Pentacles, is more uncertainty around your relationship, your professional life. Feeling like, you know, you're not getting further, or you're not on track as much as you'd like to be. Some of you could really be considering like new career options as well. Um, but there's some challenges in terms of being able to see how much further you can go in your the current field or the track, or some of you could just be experiencing like hard stuff at work. Like it could just be a really stressful time and things are really yeah, there's a lot of pressure to execute and to fulfill expectations. So that's kind of relating back to these worries here about your own self-worth. So let's take a look at what is going to help you move forward. What's going to help Virgos move forward? Or what's the advice card? Advice about moving forward. Four of Swords. A lot of sword cards for you, Virgo, which I guess isn't super surprising for the analytical Virgos. We have Four of Pentacles and Four of Swords. So the advice is kind of to try and find your foundation again. So for those of you, a lot of you, it's going to be about taking a break. Taking a break and reassessing your situation. If this is the block for you right now in terms of career advancement and yeah, things to do with your job. The advice is to take a second to take stock of everything you have accomplished, and to recognize that you have a solid set of skills. You have a solid set of skills that is supporting you, that is going to help you continue to succeed, even if you decide to switch things up, right? It's not starting completely from scratch. And again, we have our swords in terms of resting so that you can renew. These cards are very tied together. You need to, some of you really just give your mind a break. It's not, maybe not so much physical actually, because again, it's really to do with all this like mental activity, this like overthinking and overanalyzing, and you just need to chill, like find a way to, I don't know what it is, like meditate, try meditating for some of you. You know, some of you, there are other ways too, like through physical exercise or activity, or finding something pleasurable that has nothing, gives your mind a break, right? So that's why I felt like there was something about being in nature or being outside that is going to help you with that. And, as far as those of you in the relationship situation, the Queen and King of Swords, the lovers, and thinking about the future, it's the same kind of principle in terms of just chilling a little bit. You don't have to have everything fully planned out. You don't have to be able to see every single detail or figure out every single detail about what this future looks like with this person, or what. There we go. Like, you're looking too closely at the situation. You're being blocked by all these immediate concerns and kind of logistical questions, or things that ultimately don't matter. They don't make or break the relationship, because this couple here, like, that's the pairing. Those are power, like I said earlier, power couple pairing. And together, you guys can honestly do anything. You can make anything happen as a pair, as a team. But for both of you, because both of you might be Virgos, or this strong air sign energy too. So could be, could be air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But the two of you together, it can be hard to get away from all the thinking. Like, let's think it out and talk it out and figure it out. And so that's why there's going to be a need for this calmer energy to come in, and finding that, and making sure you get your alone time. Like I said earlier, I feel like that's kind of what you've been desiring, some quality alone solitude time, to be able to see things clearer. So whatever situation you're in, whether it is more of a relationship issue or more of a career job thing, the way forward is going to be just getting that precious alone time with yourself. Always comes back to the self, because as long as you are at peace with yourself and at peace with your own thoughts, all the external issues and circumstances aren't going to be able to penetrate that or shake that up or affect that, because at the end of the day, you're always going to have yourself. And so if you're at peace with yourself, then it's all golden. So Virgo, I'm wishing you that peace and that awesome alone time, that time to think and no, not the time to think, and there's enough thinking, the time to find pleasure and find some quiet joy. And the future is bright. The future is bright. So I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.